This is the most uncalled for, unprofessional way to try a case.
What's going on, y'all? Attorney Tom here. It's time for react to the top post of the week on the greatest subreddit on the internet, r/AttorneyTom. Let's jump right into it. What would be the consequences for this situation? So today I got bored. I wore my old Burger King clothes. I went out to Burger King on Owings Mills. I told them I was store manager. I fired 2 people, suspended 1, and I gave 1 pretty girl a raise. Okay, so there are a lot of potential consequences here. On the criminal side, this is definitely some form of criminal mischief. I'm not licensed in Maryland, so I don't really know what their criminal statutes say, but certainly you're not authorized just to walk into any store, claim you're a manager, and then fire people. And also from the civil side, there definitely could be a private cause of action as well. There's definitely some form of business interruption because Burger King is going to lose money because, you know, their staff was fired, and also they increased the pay of somebody who actually probably deserved a raise because most fast food workers deserve a raise. But regardless, they increased their costs, they let go of people. You could get sued. You could get sued. But is this funny? Yes. What are you in for? Murder. How about you? You dressed up like a Burger King manager and fired a couple people. Dude, that's hardcore. Just wow. Twitter universe. My friend did a drug test for a part-time job at a local school district. When she got her results, she found out that the district also did a pregnancy test. Besides ethical issues, this seems like it would be a legal red flag given she wasn't told this would be done. Absolutely, this is a red flag because an employer cannot make hiring decisions based on whether or not a woman will get pregnant or is trying to get pregnant or is pregnant. And it is circumstantial evidence that the school district was looking for that information, because why else would you include that on the drug test that you're asking your applicants to submit? So that is absolutely a case, and she should consult a local lawyer. Could this hypothetically work? Remember, when you bury a body, cover it with endangered plants, so it's illegal to dig up. Follow me for more gardening tips. Ma'am, we've got some reports that you have buried a dead body in your garden. It doesn't matter if I did or if I didn't. You can't do because put plants over it. Yeah, okay, that's not how this works. We're gonna dig it up and you're going to jail. But yeah, look, in all seriousness, if the police had a fairly reasonable tip that there is a body in a garden, and even if it was covered by endangered plants, they would still dig it up. Because a principle of the law is the law favors humans over property or anything else. Plants can be property, but humans over everything else, okay? So don't listen to her for gardening advice. Listen to me for gardening advice. Don't listen to me for gardening advice. I don't know what I'm doing. Case or no case, he definitely stole her Christmas. Mother pays 85 pounds for a Grinch visit, only for an entertainer to wreck her home, smash her tree decorations, and pour juice all over her son. On one hand, this is exactly what she asked for. She wanted a Grinch to come in. This is what the Grinch does. He destroys things and he ruins Christmas. On the other hand, would a reasonable person assume that if you're paying for a Grinch visit from an actor, are they actually going to do this? And I would argue, no. You just want somebody to show up in a green costume and say some funny things and make your kid laugh and then leave, not actually destroy your home and pour juice on your kid. Did you hire the Grinch to steal your Christmas? And then he actually stole your Christmas? 855 Nick wins. Nick Ricada is the lawyer for you. I cannot emphasize this enough. He is a specialist in this area. How to baby-proof a house. My sister is visiting this weekend with her new baby. Make sure the house is baby-proof.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just...
Attorney Tom in a nutshell. Is there a case here, Tom? Some nonsense meme I'm read. It depends. What are you gonna do? Sue me? Memes. Is this even legal? New employee tip distribution. All new employees will start receiving tips after 2 months of employment. You will then receive $75 cut of our tips. Your cut from the tips will increase by $25 each month. After 6 months of employment is reached, you will begin receiving full benefits of other longtime employees. No, this is totally illegal. they are going to get sued. They're gonna get sued. This is an employment wage violation. If any of y'all's employers try to do this, contact your local employment lawyer immediately. Proof that Tom is 6 foot tall. Tom Kherkher. There you go. Okay, disclosure, I don't know who this is, so if it's somebody who's a weirdo.
We gotta do our playful banter again.
Jack Nation! Then I retract my correlation to him. He looks like, I think he's a hockey player, because he's a center, 6 foot, 190 pounds. I don't know if this is funny or not. Ugh. But regardless, this is not true at all, because I am 6'1". 6'1", not 6 foot.
6'1".
No parking for parking spaces if you don't want people to see if an egg will really cook a car. And by the way, an egg totally will cook on a car, at least in Texas, in the summertime. But yeah, this totally pisses me off. I hate people who park in 2 spots, let alone 4 spots. Like, dude, congrats, your entry-level Mercedes is not that big of a deal. Should people have egged your car? No. But you're kind of a I think we've reacted to this one before, but 69. Nice. I'm a fucking lawyer. It's so stupid. Attorney Tom is standing on his microphone. This is slander. That's just a bad angle. This is defamation. This was doctored. This is not true. 6'1". 4'1"? Where are all these coming from? I feel like I'm getting barraged with the short memes now. 2 words for you, not smart people. Camera angle. Perspective. I guess that's 3 words. Hey, Tom, they made a safer motorcycle. If by safer, you mean even more of a death trap, do not ride this thing. Do not ride a regular motorcycle. Do not ride a unicycle motorcycle either. Please put me out of business. I don't want to keep representing people who get injured in motorcycle accidents. Do not ride motorcycles. Certainly do not ride a unicycle motorcycle. Please. Is the judge in the wrong?
This time the defense rests, other than putting in our records. We're not playing chess. I mean, will you please take the jury back in? Thank you. All right, go ahead and put in your records. 2B, Nicholas Cruz Henderson, episode 1 record. Let me just stop. Steve, are you going to have anything ready for today?
No.
So what I'm looking for, what's really important for me if a judge is going to lash out, is where is the jury? Now, the judge said about 30 seconds ago, asked the bailiff to take the jury back. So I don't know if the jury is still in the room, but it is definitely inappropriate if the judge starts reprimanding the lawyers while the jury is present. Well, it just depends on the circumstance, but in this circumstance, likely it is. So let's just see where this goes.
We're expecting,
there was 80 witnesses.
we're waiting for 40 more witnesses.
I just want to say this is the most uncalled for, unprofessional way to try a case. You all knew about this, and even if you didn't make your decision until this morning, to have 22 people plus all of this staff and every attorney march into court, be waiting as if it's some kind of game. Now I have to send them home. The state's not ready. They're not going to have a witness ready. We have another day wasted. I honestly have never experienced a level of unprofessionalism in my career. It's unbelievable.
So, Judge, if we had any pretrial matters, you asked us to be here at 9:15. We were here at 9:15 to discuss pretrial matters. I have been practicing in this county for 22 years.
You know what? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear
Well, Judge, you're insulting me on the record in front of my client, and I believe that I should be able to defend
Okay, you
myself.
can do that later. You can make your record later, but you've been insulting me the entire trial. So, blatantly, taking your headphones off, arguing with me, storming out, coming late intentionally if you don't like my rulings. So, quite frankly, this has been long overdue. So please be seated. You can receive the evidence. I will receive the evidence. And then you can put whatever you want on the record.
So this is actually a very interesting dynamic because if y'all have ever been in trial, which I assume most of y'all haven't, things build up. So this trial has been going on for a very long time, and clearly the judge and the lawyer harbor some frustrations with each other. Now, is it necessarily appropriate to put that on the record? That's debatable. But more importantly, if you are the lawyer, especially a criminal defense lawyer, you have to put on your case the best you can, even if it's inconvenient for other people. So what I saw was the judge was getting upset because they had 22 people, if I understood that correct. So it's just a logistical nightmare from getting witnesses, making sure witnesses are there. Maybe the witnesses need to be subpoenaed to be at the trial, and it is just a total frustrating experience for the court. But if you're defense counsel, screw other people's convenience. This is your client's livelihood, and you kind of have to do that. Again, I really don't have enough information to make a determination one way or the other. To me, these things are going to happen just so long as they happen outside the presence of the jury and they don't unduly prejudice the jury. I'm not necessarily offended by either party's actions, because the reality is, in trial, tempers do run high, and if you can't handle that, then you're probably in the wrong career. You probably shouldn't be a trial lawyer. But both of these lawyers seem very competent. At the end of the day, if you haven't been yelled at by a judge before, you're probably not pushing hard enough. So it depends. Wow, I just said a whole lot of nothing. Can this fundraiser pay for all the lawsuits? I doubt it. Hedgehog legend. So you have Batman, Michael Jordan. Don't know who this is. Mario, Phineas and Ferb, Scooby-Doo, Skywalker, Pikachu, Star Wars, Snoopy. So you're basically going to get sued by every mega media powerhouse there is. No. You're walking a fine line here. And no, even if you were in the right, which you're probably not, the legal fees to defend this would be astronomical. Neighbor having a dead tree cut down, contractor made a little mistake. Oh my God, thank goodness nobody was in the car. This is exactly why I say, make sure your contractors are licensed, bonded, and insured, because this kind of stuff happens all the time. Oh yeah, that's it for today's video.